What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of GH. Peter is a slick bastard. He's a slick. He's a slippery one. Um, Peter is desperate at this point, and his desperation is showing because he's doing whatever it takes. He's pulling out all the stops to make sure his secrets don't come out. This bastard leaked Franco's medical records to the general public in an effort to turn everybody in that town against him. Because that's exactly what he's planning on doing. He's just trying to get the upper hand on Franco. He's trying to get everybody to go up against Franco so that way his secret stays a secret. People start thinking Franco's a nutcase and start doubting his sanity. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to paint Franco as a nutcase whose tumor's back. Now he's hearing voices and everything else. So the whole town will go up against him. Shrewd move. It is. But you know what? It's not going to last. It's not going to work. It might look like it's working, but that's for the moment. Um, I'm super happy that Peter did what he did because now Britt can see firsthand what people were warning her about. She's seeing what her mother was warning her about and what Jason was warning her about. Peter will turn on her at the drop of a dime, and that's exactly what he's starting to do. And he's showing signs of it when he threatened her today. Because he pretty much told her if she does anything to come between him, Maxie, and his child, basically she's going to live to regret it. And the look on her face, she was seeing somebody that she did not recognize. Because the look on his face, she never seen this Peter before. She never seen that version of him. And she's seeing it for herself. So now she's seeing what other people were talking about. Peter is going through great lengths to cover up his dirt. And I'm glad Jason walked in there when he did, talking about something, oh, you don't want to see what's going to happen. He was like, or else, or whatever he talking about. And Jason was like, well, what, or what? Like, what you going to do? He can make them crazy ass faces all he wants to, but those little sinister looks on Peter's face does not move Jason at all. Jason was not scared at all. He was not moved. He was not bothered at all. But I don't blame Franco for being pissed off. Like, you leaked his medical records, and then on top of that, you know Peter put his little spin and his little twist on it just to make people doubt Franco even more. Because Franco was like, that's not even the full story. That's not even the truth. All of that is not even true what he printed in that article. And my whole thing is Franco has a big lawsuit on his hands because if it was me, I would sue the shit out of Peter. I would sue the hell out of him. I would sue the hell out that magazine. He even has a lawsuit against Britt in that hospital. He has a lawsuit against them too because you have to question how did he get his medical records? How did he get that information? I would sue the shit out of them because that's what I'm pretty sure Britt was worried about. Britt was more pissed off that she was used by her own brother, and I don't blame her. But he put her at risk. He put her job at risk. He put the hospital at risk when he did that because he accessed her medical records, and at the time she kind of let him do it, even though she changed her mind. But it was too late. He already did it. She pretty much not only he did it, but she did it too. Like, y'all opened yourselves up to some lawsuits. Because if it was me, I would sue the shit out of both of them. I would own both businesses at the end of the day. I would own that hospital. I would own that magazine by the end of the week if it was me. Like, you posted that man's medical records. I would sue them into oblivion. They head would spin so fast. Like, I would get hundreds of millions off that ass. I'm just saying. No question. Because honestly, that article that he put out, it pretty much sent that whole town into a tizzy. Like Sam, Alexis, like everybody was just up in arms when they seen that article. Jason, Michael, Carly, everybody was just worried when they seen the article. Um, and I'm not gonna say everybody doesn't have a right to be concerned because I mean Franco, like I said before, Franco put that town through hell. He put a lot of them through hell, you know? So I don't blame them for feeling the way that they feel about the possibility of what this tumor may do. So I can't blame them for it. But you can't sit there and believe little tabloids and all that you read. You know what I mean? Like, you can't believe that garbage. because everybody know a lot of times the media print fake news, they print bullshit, so you can't believe all the bullshit that you read. So of course, Sam and Alexis wasn't trying to believe it. Well, they were worried, so of course they went straight to the source. Not the actual source. They didn't go to Franco himself. Of course, they went to the next best thing, Elizabeth. And, Alexis was just pissed off because Elizabeth was just acting like everything is everything. And that's what pissed Alexis off even more because she's like, okay, why are you just standing here? She said, why are you at work when you should be at home protecting your kids? And I love the way Elizabeth had some backbone. She stood up for herself. She said, first of all, don't tell me what I should be doing. Don't talk about my kids. Don't tell me how to protect them. Don't nothing. She said, I'm not worried about this because Elizabeth knows the truth. And she's standing by her husband. And Elizabeth was hurt and upset because the look that she gave Sam when she asked Sam to back her or back her up or whatever with Alexis, and Sam wouldn't do it. I said, of course, you can't get no help from Sam Switzerland McCall. Of course you can't. She was standing there just like Switzerland. Oh, I'm not getting involved. Oh, I'm not gonna say nothing. Of course. But I love how Elizabeth just came into her own. Like she had a whole backbone. She was like, no, I'm gonna stand up for myself. I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and I love it. Like she stood up for her husband. I don't blame her because she know the real. She trusts her husband. She knows that her husband ain't gonna go crazy on her. And the tumor that he has is not like the old tumor that he had. This tumor, he's having, Drew's memories in his head. It's not tumors that's making him want to go dark. Um, Not yet, at least. But, we don't really know. But, Elizabeth has a lot more on her plate than that because she's fearful that her husband is about to die because of this new tumor because they can't operate on it. There's no current cure that can get rid of it. So she's worried about that, what that's going to do to her kids. And I feel like it's fucked up, though, too, for Peter to publish that article because of the fact that there are children involved. Cameron could read that. Jake could read that. They're old enough to be on the internet. They could easily read that stuff. So, it's fucked up that he did that all in the name of protecting his family. And we all know Peter ain't protecting no family. He protecting his damn self. That's really all it is. Um, and of course, Obrecht ain't having it because Obrecht feels like she has to step her plan up now because now that Peter is trying to cover his tracks even more, she feels like, okay, now we need to step this plan up. So, of course, she calls Dante and pretty much clicks her pin and gets him all subdued and basically tell him that he need to protect Franco at all costs. Um, and I don't blame Franco for going to Peter ready to whoop Peter ass because Franco was ready to bust his ass. And Peter gonna sit there talking about, oh, you see that? Oh, you see that? He's deranged. He tried to hit me. He tried to assault me. He's deranged. His whole mind turned to violence. Oh, shut the hell up, Peter. And Britt was looking at him like, good. I'm glad he went violent on your ass, as he should. That's not the act of a deranged person. That's the act of a person who's pissed off. It has every right to be pissed off because anybody else in that situation would have whooped your ass for what you did. You printed that man personal information. I would have did way worse than what Franco did to you. That shit you got away easy compared to what somebody else would have done, fool. I am so ready for Peter to get his doomsday. I am ready for somebody to knock him off his pedestal, and I can't wait. Um, Alexis is still a hot ass mess. This heifer went down the hallway just to go find herself a drink. Alexis is a mess, but I love how she be sticking it to Sam. Like she be telling Sam, you know what? Don't worry about my life. Worry about your life. I fucking love Alexis. Alexis just do not care. She like, you know what? She's sick and tired of Sam criticizing her every 5 minutes. She like, you know what? Go focus on you. Go focus on your life. Don't focus on me. I got me. Whew. I mean, I just know, like, as a kid, it's just hard. Even though she's an adult, I'm pretty sure it's just hard for Sam to just watch her mother drink her life away all day. That would be hard for anybody to watch. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to see their mom just knocking them back every day all day? Fucking up their liver. Like, no. I mean, you have grandchildren. Like, you should be around for them. You should want to be around for them. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. So I definitely get where Sam coming from. Cause I wouldn't have the patience. Cause I know me and I know my mouth. Let me see a relative who are alcoholic. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Get off the booze. I'm harsh. I'm not nice. I'm harsh. Like I'm just I just give it to you straight up. I give it to you straight up with no chaser. That's just how I do people. Like I cannot be soft with you. I have to. I don't coddle people. That's one thing I can't do it. I can't coddle you because if I coddle you, I feel like I'm enabling you. I'm not gonna coddle your ass. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I have relatives who are addicts and stuff like that. So trust, I'm not the nicest person when it comes down to. I'm not sensitive. I Here's the thing. I'm sensitive, but I'm not. Like my bedside manner is more. It's not very good bedside manner. Let's just put it like that. Like I just give it to you. So anyway, moving on from that, Valentine. Valentine just keeps on poking the bear with Jax. Valentine just he loves pissing Jax off. I just love it. He basically told Jax, tell Carly, tell Jason to get Florence back and stop the bullshit, basically. But we all know Jax is not going to talk to Carly about it because he's not going to be able to change their minds about it. So it's really a moot point at this point. Um, anyway, Jason, of course, has to make major decisions at this point because the five families are breathing down his neck about Sonny being MIA and the fact that there's no real leader who's running the Corinthos organization, who's running Port Charles. So Jason feels he has to do the inevitable task of declaring Sonny legally dead. That's the only way. He has to declare him dead at this point because he has to publicly come out as the face of the Corinthos organization. Because if not, it's gonna be a problem with the five families, and people are gonna be jockeying for position in Port Charles, and it's gonna end up a bloodbath, and that's what they don't want. So from here on out, Jason is pretty much telling Carly, you can no longer make mob moves. Like the move that she made with Cyrus with Florence, shit like that, Carly can no longer do. Because if you come out and people think, the five families think that Carly's running the show, that's not good. They're going to target her badly. She's already a target because she's Sonny's wife. But if you are looked at as the boss, they will come after her hard. So Jason has to step up and be the face. He has to show the five families and all their enemies and everybody that he's the one in charge, not Carly. So Carly got to fall the fuck back. It was cute that she made her little move. She made her little mob move. That was cute, but it's over. It's done. You did what you did. That was cute for the moment, but you got to fall back now, Carly. Let Jason take the lead on this. Focus on your family. And basically, when they were talking, she was telling him about the whole necklace and all that mess and the whole nail situation, the whole necklace, her swapping it. And Jason is just like, I'm gonna be here for you, but you could tell he's spread too thin right now. He's spread way too thin. Jason cannot deal with no more bullshit. And so basically he told Carly, you need to handle this. You need to fix this, do what you gotta do. I'll be here for you. I'll help clean up your mess, but I can't focus on this. Jason's basically like, yeah, I can't focus on this whole necklace mess. That's your mess. You tend to that. Let me be over here and tend to this. Because he's basically got to keep his eyes on Peter. He got to keep his eyes on Franco. He got to keep his eyes on the mob business. He got to keep his eyes on Cyrus. His eyes are all over the place, and he only got two. He only got boop boop. He only got two. He only got boop two. That's it. He got to be over here. He got to be over here. He got to be over there. Carly, handle your shit. You can't keep dragging this man into every little problem now. Like, Jason can only do but so much. He's one person. Damn. He can't handle all your drama. Handle it your damn self. Please and thank you. Damn. She got more drama than a little bit. Hell, she should be on the Jerry Springer show. Lord have mercy. I know Jason's sick of people. Because it's like every time he turn around, some new bullshit popping up. See, I couldn't live in Port Charles. If Port Charles was real and they had this drama every day up in there, I couldn't live there. That's just too much for my soul. I couldn't do it. I'd be having a nervous breakdown. But anyway, moving on from that, let me just point out Ava, Nicholas, and Avery. That was a cute family scene. Them walking her in the hospital for her checkup, all of them holding hands. That shit was cute. I like that. Okay, I like that. Go ahead, Nicholas. It would be better if Spencer was around. Um, but that was a cute little scene, and I am super happy that Nicholas got down on bended knee and made a grand proposal to Ava. I love that. That just solidified their love. I love that. I was loving that scene. In the midst of all this drama, we got a beautiful proposal. I think it's time he give her a real little ceremony. It's time, that they solidify themselves as a couple in that town. You know what I'm saying? Because when they got married, that was a marriage of convenience at the time. So hopefully, they do a little redo and do it out of love this time. So moving on from that, Sasha running around telling anybody and everybody that she doing this interview with Jackie. Jackie was getting a little nervous because she was running late. She trying to calm, Lucy and all them down, because she was pissed off because she felt like Sasha was about to stand her up. But she was taking her time talking to Nina. I don't know why everybody keep trying to talk Sasha out of this interview. It's like, let her do it. If she's confident and she feels like she's strong enough to stand up to her addiction by doing this interview, let her do it. It might be healing for her. This interview could be healing for her, and it could be healing for somebody else out there who's addicted. You know what I mean? It might be the thing that pulls them out of addiction. If she feels confident and bold enough to do it, let her do it. Who cares? So anyway, Michael and Willow keep going round and round and around and round and around and round we go. Here they go. He's sitting there talking about, oh, I don't want you to move out. Next, I don't even want to talk about Michael and Willow right now because I'm getting a migraine. I am, because I'm so sick of the back and forth with them. Like, what? Y'all are confusing not only that child that y'all got at the house, but you confusing me. What y'all gonna do? Y'all already signed the annulment papers. She talking about moving out. Here go Michael. Yeah, I want you to stay. Michael, good. Whatever. Whatever. I ain't got time for this shit. Moving on from that. So Avery and Ava show up to the Metro Court. I love that Ava's being grown about this and she's allowing Carly to have, visitation and time with Avery. I like that. That's some adult shit. That's some grown women shit right there. I like that. So Avery ended up giving Sasha the half heart necklace to wear as good luck for her interview. And Carly was pissed. Carly was nervous as hell when she found that shit out. And when everybody's watching the interview, Nina saw the necklace. Nina saw it. And she was like, I say, yeah, she got the half heart necklace. So Nina gonna ask her where she got that necklace from. It's gonna go back to Avery. Ava gonna get involved. And Ava gonna tell her how Carly had it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Carly, that's your ass. Ain't no way she gonna stop this. Ain't no way Carly could shut this down. Truth is about to come out. That's it. I'm happy. It's about damn time because I had enough. It is about time. The shit is about to go down. And I'm excited. I think that's pretty much everything in this episode. I think if I forgot something, whatever, just talk to me about it in the comments and we'll talk. But hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great night. Peace.